is not paying his legal fees. I mean, basically, if you are not paying your legal fees, and then you are making things also difficult for the lawyer, you see, there should be that relationship. And then also, if the instructions you are giving to your lawyer is illegal, unconscionable, things that the laws do not permit for you to instruct your lawyer to do. I mean, the lawyer is free to withdraw his services.
Let me ask you, but please
okay,
land.
Go ahead.
Please land.
So, but then outside of some of these things, the lawyer also, at a point, if he feels that because of ABC, and you don't just go there, I'm sure there was a reason lawyer and the appeal could give. You see, but then the point that I want to make is that the Constitution, apart from giving the right to the client to have a lawyer of his choice, there's also an element that the accused person must be given adequate time and facilities. Another
adequate time and facilities to do what?
Yeah, to defend himself in court.
Okay, so now having made that point, despite the pending change in legal representation, the court has also maintained the 3rd of July as the date for its ruling. What considerations typically would guide a court's decision to proceed with the matter, notwithstanding changes in a party's legal team?
And that is why I even mentioned the adequate time and then facilities also. Ultimately, it comes back to the accused person. Now, like I said, if today the accused person says, I'm no more interested in a lawyer and the appeal could be, the court will have to listen to him. For him to go for a lawyer of his choice, the date has been fixed. But mind you, the proceedings have not come to an end yet. The trial is ended. But then on the day of judgment, that is where you will need the services of a true lawyer in court. Because the lawyer will be given the opportunity to kind of have mitigation, factors over there.
We'll have to end it here. Thank you very much. And that was private legal practitioner John Quayson helping us with his understanding of what's going on with the Chairman Wontumi case. Now, family of the missing baby at the Salaga Government Hospital have vowed that they will go every length to ensure that the hospital is held accountable for the missing baby. The family and other community members have also blocked all entry points to the community as a measure to register their displeasure over the incident. Meanwhile, management of the Salaga Government Hospital have revealed that the hospital staff have been left traumatized by the incident of the missing baby, which, according to them, is affecting service delivery. Let's speak to my colleague Christopher Marco. He's been following this story since it broke a latter part of last week. Chris, hospital management have indicated how dire the situation is for them, especially on service delivery, but how is this impacting healthcare delivery in general?
Yes, so Beatrice, generally it is affecting healthcare delivery because, first of all, the health workers there says that they are very traumatized about the whole issue, and it is not giving them motivation enough to be able to do their work as expected, because anytime they think about the fact that a baby has been missing in the hospital premises, it is something that keeps worrying them. And every day they are called for meetings, investigators come to engage them, and so many things. And so it is actually draining them when it comes to their psychological setup. And they are asking the general public to assist them to be able to identify who the suspect is, so that everything will go. But all they are saying is that for now, they are very traumatized, and it is affecting the service that they deliver at the hospital. Let's take a listen to what the administrator of the hospital has been telling us.
Had been done, the police came around and then we reviewed those cameras. But Like I said, because it doesn't cover a larger area, so they are likely to miss out some visuals. And the midwives on duty that day, what is coming up? They saw a young lady with long braids and then a white top, then a dress, which they even interacted with the person and asked the person what she really wanted there. She said she was waiting for somebody. So they are really suspecting that that particular lady could have it's possible that person could have taken the baby. Yes. So she attend to the patient. They are the same day was being invited to the police station day in day out. And it's interrupting their work. The medical superintendent had at a point had to suspend elective surgeries because he's the leader and he's the same person that is running around with the rest of the management members, attending meetings, meeting fact-finding teams here and there. So it has really interrupted our work, and we have been down. We have had sleepless nights as managers. And then I believe same is also going to the staff are experiencing same.
So, Christopher, we just heard right there the administrator of the Salaga Government Hospital, but we're understanding that the Member of Parliament for the area was chased away by the family and other community members. Tell us more about what actually transpired.
Yes, so yesterday the Member of Parliament was in the Kulupi community where the victim hailed from. Fortunately for her, when she got to the community, the members of the community, including family members, had to chase her away. In fact, they had a very big banner with the inscription that no child, no entry. And so whoever that was coming, and if you are a stranger, you are not even allowed to enter the community. They have also blocked some portions of the community as a measure to register their displeasure over what has happened. So far, the members of the community are very pissed and angry that they have a child stolen at the hospital, and that all they are asking for now is the hospital to provide them the child. They don't want any explanation. They don't want any visit. All they want is that the child is brought back to them and brought back to them alive. Let's take a listen to what the Member of Parliament has been telling us after she was chased away from the community.
Yeah, it presents a security challenge, no doubt about it. And as we were coming back, one of my guys said, "Oh, but we should even have gone with the police," which I think for me as a person wasn't necessary. You only gauge the feeling of the people when it's genetic, natural feeling. You don't go there with security. That will impede people's emotions. They express their emotions. They are a very angry community, and they are right. You cannot blame them. Every parent, every community will express the feelings that they did. So ours is to look at how to manage those emotions. It becomes incumbent for the municipal chief executive, for example, to maybe double up on a visit there at a time when tempers have calmed down. You know, sometimes because they vote for us as members of parliament, we are the first to. So maybe the MC, who is quite neutral, might be able to get to the opportunity to sit down with them and have a conversation. I think that's where we are. We need to calm down, all of us, and engage them. We also need to respect their feelings. They may be turning us away will not be the best, but under the circumstances, that's what they felt like doing. Too bad. We need to. No ransom, except that they are looking for their baby. And we are going to help. Whatever we can do with the security agency. We went with you to the police command. I was very impressed with the extent of the network that he has invoked to try to find this baby. So we pray that this baby is found somehow so that we can mend the relationship with the community.
And we just heard the Member of Parliament for the area, Christopher Mwakon. Okay, we've lost him on the line there, but it was just really to find out the current security situation there. We'll bring you updates as and when we have it. Now, the Inspector General of Police, Christian Teteyono, has deployed a team of special investigators and intelligence officers from Accra to Cape Coast to reinforce ongoing police operations and support active inquiries into the death of a student at the University of Cape Coast in Innocentia Avenue. The deployment forms part of the broader operational response by the Ghana Police Service to ensure a thorough and coordinated investigative process in the region. The team is expected to work closely with regional command structures to strengthen fact-finding efforts and provide additional technical and intelligence support on the ground. In Innocentia Avenue, a final level 200 student of the University of Cape Coast was found dead, and the circumstances that remain unclear, sparking widespread concern among students and a call for a swift and thorough investigation into the incident. The Ghana Police Service, in a statement, assured the family of the deceased, the university community, and the general public of its commitment to professional, transparent, and diligent investigation aimed at establishing the full circumstances surrounding the incident. Now, the Mayor of Kumasi says the Assembly will not hesitate to demolish structures obstructing waterways as part of efforts to reduce flooding in the city. Richard Akwesi-Ofori-Agyeman admits that while such actions may be painful, they are necessary to protect lives and property and prevent recurring flood disasters. He has also warned engineers and officials who allow development on waterways that they will face sanctions. This comes in the wake of flooding in parts of the metropolis following heavy rains over the past few days. Our correspondent Ibrahim Abubakar has been engaging the mayor on measures being taken to address the current situation. He joins us live on the phone. Ibrahim, what can you tell us about the flooding situation currently as we have it in the Ashanti region?
Well, this is a flooding situation in Kumasi, and I would say its adjoining areas has somehow improved compared to previous years, largely due to the sorting and dredging exercises carried out ahead of the rainy season. However, parts of the metropolis continue to face serious challenges with poor drainage and also encroachment on waterways, which authorities have identified as major causes of the recurring flood. Now, communities such as Oshim, Otikuwait have experienced flooding over the past few days. Even yesterday, a train continues for about 3 hours, and all these areas were affected. But then the KMA, together with its neighboring assemblies like Askorimampo and Oporikrom, says they are stepping up effort to dissort all the drainage and also remove structures obstructing water courses, because the assemblies maintain that while demolishing buildings is never an easy decision, it is also very important they do it just so they will be able to safeguard lives and properties and also even reduce the risk of flooding in these areas. So those are the steps they are taking. As I speak to you this morning, some of the drainages are seeing some dredging exercises, even at KMUSC where we recorded some flooding situation there. So these are the interventions they are taking. But we spoke to the mayor of Kumasi, Akwesi-Ofori-Agyeman. Let's listen to what he has been telling us.
I was excited when we appeared before the Kumasi Traditional Council. I was excited when we appeared before the Kumasi Traditional Council. And most chiefs were unanimous. Nobody will get up and the chiefs should desist unless a chief kind of activity, because nobody will get up and go and build in the waterway unless a chief who is the custodian of the land sells part of it, or unless a land sell it, who is also part of the land sell it to the chiefs to them, not to be selling water. So the first plea is for the chiefs, not to be selling water. It's painful for when you have to demolish somebody's lifetime investment. It's painful. Nobody does when that. When you have to demolish somebody's lifetime investment. Sometimes nobody does that, and you see how they are wailing. Very, very painful. Sometimes you go and you see how they are wailing. You understand? But then the pain we have to sacrifice them. You feel it. Thousands of lives and thousands. We have to sacrifice them to protect the spectators, thousands of lives and thousands of properties. To the spectators, especially those are the make sure that regulations be strict. Most of the time you go there and make sure that regulations submetrics. Most of the time you go there and yes, have knowledge of what submetrics has gone on. The engineers there have knowledge of what has gone on. We begin to report to them to the appropriate quarters for sanctions to be applied on them.
And we just had the mayor of Kumasi, Ibrahim Abubakar, is on the line with us. We heard him say that it's a difficult situation, but they need to do that to save communities and also people and their properties. How are people generally reacting to this, though?
Well, they believe that the right thing must be done. Obviously, for owners of these affected buildings, they are not too happy because some of them even have permits. And that's where the mayor even came in to say that going forward, they will ensure that engineers or officials who issue permits to these people will be sanctioned if they are found culpable, because aside the chiefs also selling these waterways, they will have to come to the assembly for permits to enable them build. So there are those who don't have the permit, their case is different, and there are those who have the permit, but they still build in authorized places. So that is the step they have to take, holistic steps, so that they will be able to address it. Because if you, as an engineer, they do the right thing, then even if the person buys the land from chiefs and it's unauthorized place, they will be able to see it early and demolish it at the initial stage, rather than waiting for the building to be completed when this demolition comes. But for those who have been affected by the flood, they believe that, well, the KMA should go ahead and demolish these buildings if indeed it will serve as solution to these reoccurring floods.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim Abubakar. He is my colleague in the Ashanti region. The flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has expressed concern over what he describes as a decline in the quality of Ghana's education system. Speaking during a visit to the Christian Council of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia attributed the situation to increasing political interference in the administration and management of the country's educational institutions. He urged that decisions relating to schools, educational policies, and institutional leadership be guided by merit, competence, and professionalism rather than partisan considerations.
Discussing this morning how some of the standards have fallen in some of the schools, which were the mission schools. There's the fall in the standards, and I was asking the question, how come we didn't maintain these standards? Very, very sad. I mean, my mother went to Wesley Girls, and the standards were also very, very high. These are some of the best schools. The mission schools have produced some of the best schools in our country. Unfortunately, we interfered in their management. And as we always say, when something is not broken, don't try to fix it. Excellence should have been the centers of excellence should have been maintained, and the formula which made them centers of excellence should have been maintained. Unfortunately, we did not maintain them, and we are paying a price for it. But we will talk more about that. I think we need to get more interested in education in these schools. So I believe that there's contributions across various segments, and I salute the Christian Council of Ghana. I salute you 100 times. I salute you for what you've done for this country.
And he had the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party and former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. A new national opinion poll by Global Info Analytics suggests that growing public confidence in the leadership of John Mahama and the direction of the country. The June 2026 national tracking poll shows that 71% of Ghanaians approve of the president's performance, up from 67% recorded in March this year. The figure marks the highest approval rating recorded by any Ghanaian president in the polling firm's regular tracking since 2020. The survey also found that 66% of Ghanaians believe the country is headed in the right direction. Now, originally, the highest approval ratings were recorded in the Savannah and Western North regions, while Asaf Ahafo and Northeast recorded the lowest. In the Greater Accra, 73% approved of President's performance compared to 55% in the Ashanti region. The survey also reviewed strong support among NDC supporters, with 91% approval of the President's performance. Among NPP supporters, 37% approved, while 54% disapproved. 65% of floating voters expressed approval. On the direction of the country, 66% 36% of respondents said that Ghana is heading in the right direction, while 27% believe the country is moving on the wrong path. Now, some might shock you and others will be expected as resignations begin to hit the governing National Democratic Congress, which is expected to conduct its constituency, regional and national executive elections from October to December this year. The resignation of Neil Lantevan Depoy, who was the national coordinator of the District Road Improvement Program to contest the NDC's national chairmanship role, has drawn attention to the party's electoral directives. Strictly, appointees like ministers, CEOs, MMDCEs and coordinators have been directed to resign 6 months before filing for nominations to contest any executive role. Who will be the next notable figure in the party to drop their current government office, their role? Christian Yale understands what that is. He will be joining us very shortly, but you're still here on the Midday News on 3FM.
Seeking to contest for it.
Accra, Ghana, Africa.
That's it for the Midday News here on 3FM 92.7. My name is Beatrice Adu. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Log on to 3news.com for more news.